top scientists. This is a fascinating story. The Guardian, you know, the British-based progressive newspaper that has a substantial presence in the United States. They reached out to all 843 of the world's top climate scientists who collaborated and signed off on the IPCC, the most recent IPCC report, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And this is the group that said, you know, we've got to stop at 1.5 degrees Celsius, about 3 degrees Fahrenheit. If we don't do that, we're going to have catastrophic consequences. And we're already starting to see this. April was the moistest month in history, in known human history. There might have been moister months before, but you know, certainly in the last 10,000 years. And it's because of global warming. The atmosphere is warming up. And what does that mean? It means that your winds are stronger, your storms are worse, your hurricanes are heavier. Resilience is the new name of the game. I mean, you know, by the way, the federal government is offering a 30% tax credit if you install solar on your home right now. Might be a good time to think about it, because increasingly utilities are going to become less reliable. I mean, they're kind of, you know, many of them, particularly the for-profit utilities, are pretty flaky right now. But as the weather gets weirder and weirder, and it's happening rapidly. I mean, we're now increasing the rate of CO2 in our atmosphere faster than we ever have. We are nowhere near bending this curve. I mean, I suppose you could argue it's starting to bend, but we're nowhere near stopping it. So anyhow, what they did is they reached out to all 843 of these scientists and said, what do you think? Are we going to stop at 1.5? We're at 1.3 right now. Are we going to stop at 1.5? Well, here's the 80% of the respondents, just the scientists who wrote the IPCC, 80% of the respondents foresee at least 2.5 degrees Celsius of global warming, while almost half anticipate at least 3 degrees Celsius, 5.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that pushes us kind of close to the realm of the PETM, the Permian Eocene thermal maximum. The PETM happened, I'd have to look it up. I think it was around 20 or 50 million years ago. It was, anyway, whenever it was, I'd have to look it up. But the PETM was like the most recent of the radical big temperature changes, you know, that flipped geologic ages. And it flipped the planet's atmosphere in a matter of months. I mean, it was dramatic, and it led to a massive die-off of life all across Earth. So this is wild stuff. We need to get ready. And we need to stop pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. It's 27 minutes past the hour. I'll be right back with you. RFK Jr. says doctors found a dead worm in his brain. Really? Stay tuned.